The World Health Organization has declared the global monkeypox outbreak as a public health emergency of international concern. Late last month, the Health Department reported the country's first monkeypox case, a 31-year-old Filipino who arrived from abroad. The patient has since recovered, but authorities are stepping up measures to prevent the entry of the disease. The declaration came as nations are still grappling with the effects of COVID-19, but are gradually easing pandemic restrictions to reopen their economies. While monkeypox may be transmitted through close human contact, health officials do not see the need to close the country's borders for now. However, some are worried about the monkeypox threat as schools prepare to resume in-person classes. As the university is set to hold limited face-to-face classes, The Flame asks, do Thomasians think it is already safe to return to the campus?
I think it is safe to hold classes. However, maybe we should follow the limited face-to-face holding of classes due to, of course, we are still in the time of the pandemic, and now come the monkeypox that we are now facing or we are now battling with.
Siguro safe naman kasi unang-una baksinado na po tayo. So, pwede naman po siya para maging sanggalang natin sa pakikisalamuha natin sa tao. Pwede naman po.
I do believe that we should still hold in-person classes because for me, online classes have deprived the social life of students, and especially to students who have intermittent Wi-Fi connection and lacked the gadgets and materials to support their learning environments inside of their own homes. Well, this does not mean that in-person classes should immediately be made effectively. But like what we have done during the 3 years of COVID-19, I believe proper and extensive scientific research and proper and systematic health protocols should be strategically implemented for students to enjoy the said in-person classes.
Ano po siguro yung kaligtasan, yung paghihigpit, bukod po doon sa mga pinapaano nilang social distancing, siguro mas higpitan nila para hindi magka-halo-halo, para yung senaryo ba na mas dumami yung ano ng monkeypox kasi kung crowded, siguro ano na lang siguro sa disiplina ng pila-pila.
If we're going to implement in-person classes, I believe the university can invest in conducting thorough contact tracing, intensive research and risk assessment, and provision of quarantine and isolation facilities, because being infected with such viruses can be inevitable, and taking immediate solutions are one step for having a sustainable in-person classes. I do believe that if I expect a university to be responsible of their students' health, then having additional individual care for myself is also my responsibility as a student. I do think I can protect myself by simply being oriented by the health protocols of the university. If ever there are additional steps to be implemented, I'm more than happy to follow this for the sake of the well-being of myself and of others. Yun lang po.
Thank you so much.
Tamang proseso ng paghugas ng kamay pagtapos pong makisalamuha, tapos po pagdating po sa bahay, paghugas pa rin po para hindi po siya maisali sa mga pamilya namin na umaasa rin po sa amin.
I think number 1 is to follow the safety protocols. Number 2, always practice and observe social distancing. Number 3, observe the use of your mask, the proper usage of mask, because monkeypox can be transmitted also, and the first that it will affect will be our respiratory organs. So we have to cover our mouth and our nose, protect ourselves by washing our hands, and disinfecting also our hands. And when we go home, we also have to practice this, disinfection or disinfecting rather our things, not only ourselves but also the things that we carry. Even though monkeypox is not contracted to to things, no? However, we are still in the time of the pandemic and COVID is still present around us. So I think these are some of the measures that we need to follow. But of course, there are more, but I think these are only some of the measures that we need to observe.